Morning YouTubers, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, in this episode what we're going to do is we're going to show you the selection of dahlias I'm going to be growing this year. We've got 16 varieties. We're going to be showing you a quick update on the Musselburgh Leeks, see how they're coming along, and we're going to be doing a tour of the allotments. So I'll be right back after I've got rid of this coat and I've poured myself a cup of coffee. So see you in a bit. Well, we've got this coat off, got a nice cup of coffee at the side of me. It's absolutely blowing a gale outside. Sun's up, so it shouldn't be too uncomfortable outside today. However, we've got a selection of things to show you. The first up are going to be these dahlias. Now, dahlias are probably my favourite flower of all. I've got one particular favourite, it's called Decorative Misty Day. But I've found another one which is it's another decorative variety. It's called Decorative Jamaica. Now it's a new variety out this year, and when you see the selection that I'm going to show you in a moment, you'll see the reason why I really like it. Now we've got 16 varieties what we're going to be starting off, and we're going to be starting them off in these pots, but not today. It's too early to do them today, but we'll be doing them at the start of the next month, starting them off in pots. So I'm going to show you how to do all that. But first things first, I'm going to show you the selection, and I'm going to throw a few tips in there as well for when you're picking them. So let's take a look at these dahlias that we're going to be growing this year. Okay, these are a selection of dahlias I'm going to be starting this year. Now there's 16 varieties here. These are 5 varieties which are new to the range that I normally buy, and these ones here at the back. However, we're going to go through these. We're going to start off with, we always start off with the Misty Day, the Decorative Misty Day. This is the one here. Absolutely beautiful. So we're going to go like this. We're going to show you all of them individually. So that was my favourite. The next one up is the Decorative Arabian Night, which is here. Now this is another beautiful dahlia. We've got quite a lot of these decorative varieties. We have got some semi-cactus varieties as well. Obviously we got the this is another one of my favourites, a pom-pom snowflake, beautiful, and they're only £1 a piece, these guys, they really are. Moving on, this is the decorative settler. Now this is another beautiful flower here with yellow and white tips. I really do like these decorative varieties, although I mean, we've also got the semi-cactus. This one is colours spectacular. This is beautiful as well. I love the different variations in colours on these. They're absolutely amazing. They really are. Anyway, let's move on to another one. These pom-pom golden. I can't say that. Separates. Can't get my nose round it. Oh, never mind. Anyway, but these beautiful pom-poms are full of a bloody code here, guys, and certain words I can't say. What we got here? These decorative white onster. These are another beautiful dahlia. They really are. Then we're moving on to another. Put these on here. This is another semi-cactus purple gem. This is another beautiful dahlia. Then we got this decorative. What is it? Decorative python. Another look at the colours in that. Absolutely beautiful. So these are. I think there's a couple more to go before we get to the new ones. This one's a semi-cactus Nutter D Et. Oh, actually, that's a new variety that this year. Actually there's 6 new varieties, so that's a new variety for 2017. So we jumped the gun here before. We got this pom-pom natural. This is another beautiful pom-pom. We do like pom-poms. Right, so we're down to the last 6, and these are all new varieties, the Wilco range this year, and what varieties they are too. So we've just looked at that one. Now we've got this. This is a beautiful one. This reminds me of the Doris Day. It's called a decorative Kelvin floodlight. Absolutely beautiful. That is a really nice flower. If it's out like the Doris Day, we can't go wrong. Then we got this one here. It's called a decorative bluebird. This is a new variety as well. Again, there's quite a lot of these. Well, in fact, they're all decorative varieties. What's this one? This is decorative a Virginian. Look at the purples, the little flecks there. Absolute beautiful. Right, put that to one side. Here's another one, a decorative crazy love. Look at that. Look at them flowers. Look at the colours on that. The blue, the purples. That is a really nice one. But I think my favourite so far this year, other than the Misty Day, is this decorative Jamaica. I mean, look at that. Absolutely beautiful flower. We will be taking cuttings from this one, I assure you. Right, so we're going to put the stick down, and what we're going to do, we're going to show you. In fact, we're going to take one of these packs. Undo what I'm going to not undo them ones. We're going to let me just find a good candidate to open. So, what you're looking for when you take my tissue out of my hand, eh? What you're looking for when you're picking your dahlias is a lot. These are all these tubers here. These are where this is where the plant stores all its energy to kick into gear after winters. Come spring, these all kick into gear, and then you start to see shoots coming up from here. Now, when you're picking them, you always want to check. This stem here is solid. You don't want anything what's spongy. You're just wasting your time and your energy trying to grow one. If the plant hasn't got one of these, leave it alone. If it hasn't got any of them, leave them alone. If there's any sort of fungus on them, give them a wide berth. But that one there, that's perfect. And we'll be putting them in a pot like this, obviously, and we'll just be putting them to the top like that. That's where they'll sit. And then what will happen is all the little shoots will start to come from here and here, and we'll be good to go. So there you go. That's what you want to look for when you're picking your dahlias. Make sure it's got a good solid stem. The tubers have not got any disease on them, and more tubers the better, as long as it's got a really good stem. And if it hasn't got none of them, well, I suggest you leave them alone. But yeah, they're all the varieties that we're going to be growing this year. So there you go. That decorative Jamaica's absolutely lovely dahlia. It really, really is. As I was explaining there, as I was showing you the videos, the clip, when you're choosing your dahlias, don't just pull the first one off the rack. Inspect them all. Look for the best. Bigger is always better, and as long as it's the stem is solid and is a good stem, and there's plenty of tubers on the dahlia, and there's no fungus, that's the keeper. Most people who love the dahlias will be doing exactly what I'm doing. They go down, they go through the whole lot, they pick the best, and the next person who comes along, he will more likely pick the best. So I've seen a guy there the other day come in and he just took a bag off the shelf. Now I was looking at that particular bag, and it was all the top of the stem was all soft and spongy. I said, oh no mate. I said, don't take that one. I says, it's a bit dodgy, that one. I says, try and get one with I was explaining to him about what he should be looking for. Anyhow, he walked away with a fairly decent Dahlia. Well, he picked a few, like. However, if he would have walked away with that one, more than likely it wouldn't have germinated. Anyway, talking about germination, last year we did a load from seeds. Well, this year we're going to take cuttings from these Dahlias that we're actually growing this year. We're going to be taking cuttings. Once the plant gets about 12 inches high, we can take a few cuttings and pot them on. Basically the clones of the mother plants. We've actually got Dahlias out there in the beds which we're overwintered. We put a load of our horse manure over the top of them, and hopefully they will germinate. They will come up, they kick back into life around about June, July. However, we don't put all his eggs in one basket. This is why we've got these 16 here. We won't be putting all these in the plot. We'll be taking some of these home, but the majority probably end up going into the beds outside, and the more the merrier, I say. But yeah, that was the Dahlias. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to move on to a tour. I did them a little bit earlier this morning, so you're going to have to excuse the wind. It's been blowing really bad this week. It's been bitter cold as well, but it's actually quite nice in the greenhouse. With the sun into the greenhouse, it's warmed it right up. It's about 52 degrees at the moment and climbing, so yeah, it's quite warm for this time of year anyway. So this is what the allotment looks like at this moment. Oh guys, it's blowing like the clappers today, but it's this is going to be a morning tour. Sorry about the bunged up nose, but let's crack on. These are me sheds, my front greenhouse. We've got some musselburgh leeks in there. I'll be showing you them later. Here's me other shed. This is where I keep all my pots. Coming on down here to come to the first bed with a load of tulips in. We've done the same with the other bed over there. However, I can't find the footage what's showing me putting tubers and a load of tulips into that bed. I've misplaced the footage. If I find it, I'll show you. This bed here has all been turned over. A load of compost has been poured in here. Well rotted down wood chip with all chicken manure in it and what have you. Next bed, we've got strawberries in that one. So these two beds are finished. This one here now, we're not decided what we're going to do yet with this. And we've got a few plans. I'll keep you informed as I actually decide what to do. We could go one or two ways with this bed. I'll tell you more about that really soon. These paths could do with a bit of wood chip, although I mean they're perfectly fine. There's no weeds or anything coming through on them. This bed needs a top dressing of compost. What we're going to be doing is taking the compost out of the middle greenhouse over there, and we're going to put it into there. Then we're going to put new compost in that greenhouse. The other three have all got a light dusting of compost. Sorry about my shadow there in the front picture, but yeah, these have all got a light coating of compost on them. You can see all the daffodils coming up here now, looking really well. Tulips alongside them in the planters, and if you look closely in these beds you can start seeing tulips coming up. Trees are still dormant. It won't be long before they start kicking into gear. Some cabbage there, winter, Savoy, and some purple cabbage. These onions here, there's some yellow, red, white and brown skins in these two beds here. They're dormant at the moment because it's just so cold. A few turnips left in there. This bed we give it a good raking over the other day. The bloody foxes have been digging into it, and we'll be putting some stuff in there real soon. Come down the back here. There's a few scaffolding poles there, what we need to sort out. We're going to be putting all these bags here into one bag. We've got a yellow bag down there, so we're going to pull that out, pull all these out. I'm going to throw it all in there into one bag. The reason why we're not, oh bloody chickens, the reasons why we can't put them in there is because they're all full to the top. So's that one's full to the top. So we'll grab another one of these bags, stick it there, and then pile a lot in. I'm going to be taking the chicken coop waste out of it very soon, and we're going to put them into this bag. Some paving stones there. More paving stones. There was a project I started and I've not got anywhere, not finished yet. Oh, by the way, rhubarb's doing really well along here. I think it's the reason why it's doing so well is because it's sheltered from the worst of the wind and the cold, to be quite frank. And I find by putting horse manure on it, it grows crazy. As you can see, it's doing really well. Got to put some water into here soon. All the girls. Here's Sharon. Where the rest of you? I bet you're all in your coop, aren't you? Hey? I bet you're all in the coop laying eggs for me. Yeah. Right, anyhow, that's one of the chickens. They'll soon come running out when I put some food out for them. I'm just looking in this bed here. There's nothing in this bed except for the beans. Be quiet. If you look down here, you can see beans just starting here now. You're making lots of noise. Gobby little so-and-so. Right, we'll try this again, but shut it. Yeah, the beans are just starting to come up now, so I reckon we're going to have they'll be up the canes in next to no time. These leeks ain't looking too good, obviously with the frost and what have you, and the rain and the you name whatever, it got to them a bit. But we'll give them a drink of Epsom salts and we'll book them right up. We've got some really good ones in this greenhouse here. I've not the locks on it, so I can't really show you. Yeah, look at that first crocus here. Shut. Right, we're going to keep us back into the wind here, guys, because I know it's going to be blowing on the microphone and we're facing the opposite way. But all these planters are all starting to come to life now. All along here, these planters. All the daffodils are coming up. It won't be long before all the tulips, there's a few tulips starting to show in these beds at the moment. All along here, daffodils coming up. Everywhere you see daffodils. We did a bit of pruning there. I can't show you that video because I was doing too many profanities. I was cut my hands to ribbons. So anyway, we've cut all what we needed to cut out of it. We've left it so there's a lot of ventilation in the middle. If you want to know about how to do out like that, rather than wait for me to do the editing on a video, go and watch Tony from UK Here We Grow. He's been doing a few videos on how to prune bushes. But basically what you do, you're cutting the centre out to let the air get around them. Any branches what cross each other, you cut them out as well. Take about a third out. We did all the currant bushes as well, but like I said, sorry about the light reflecting onto the camera here. But yeah, basically you just take about a third of them out of anything what crosses, chomp them out. Strawberries here, doing really well. This is the bed that we just put all the tulips in, and well, there's a tulip coming up there. All these hanging baskets have got bulbs in, so it won't be long before they'll be coming up. So that's it, that's the plot in its entirety. Nest boxes up there. There's been a lot of birds going in and out of them, but nothing's permanently in there yet. We're going to be setting another 4 of them boxes up further down the back of the allotments where it's quieter, right next to the trees. But we're not going to go as high as that, we're going to go half the height. Hopefully we'll get a few birds nested on here. It won't be for want of trying anyway. That's it, that's the tool. Let's go in here and I'll show you my Musselburgh Leeks. They're in this polystyrene box. Perfect insulation from the cold. We had a couple of pieces of glass on here which was not very good. What we did, we found a bit of perspex. It was about another 10 inches longer. What we did, we used a rip saw. We actually cut it to size. So you know, we're looking here now. You look down, you can see that the Musselburgh leeks are starting to come up. So it won't be long before they'll be touching the top of that lid, and when that happens, we just remove the lid off it. But these are really good for starting your seedlings off in. Fully insulated. I've got another one of these in the shed up the greenhouse in the middle of the plot, and I'm going to be starting a few pots of tomatoes off in them, just to get them to germinate that little bit quicker. But there you go, that's the Musselburgh leeks all starting to come up now, so we are getting there. So there you go. We've not decided what we're going to do with this bed which we've just prepared here. I've got a couple of ideas. I was thinking sticking a row of rhubarb in and some cordons. Now I've got all the materials to do that job. But then again, I was thinking of putting another row of cordons further back in. There's another the third bed along on the front of the greenhouse. There's a space there where I could actually put a couple of posts, a load of wire, and tie them all up there. But I've not decided yet. I've got the materials. We'll look at it again in a few weeks. What we're doing with that bed. As you saw there, down at the back of the allotments, the rhubarb's doing really well down there. So it's a great place to keep the rhubarb, believe it or not, down there. It's sheltered. It's dark, and rhubarb really does love loves the dark, and it loves horse manure, which we poured all over it. As soon as I put that horse manure on about 5 weeks ago, as soon as the rhubarb got a taste of that, it just flew up. So we get about two different crops of that rhubarb each year, so it's pretty good. It does crop twice. It's not bad rhubarb. However, the rhubarb, I'm thinking about putting rhubarb down here as well, different variety. Moving on up to the broad beans, they're just starting to come up now, so that's exciting in itself. The only trouble is I've got to be careful of the birds. The birds see them, they'll have a go at them. So it's fingers crossed at the moment. Whether now I put 3 per cane in, and I was looking there, and I've seen 1 or 2 of these canes with 3 coming up. So like I say, the saying don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, that's why we put 3 in, and blow me, they're all coming up. So I'm not too sure whether we're just going to let them all grow up or weed 1 or 2 of them out, the weaker ones. We'll have to wait and see on that. But in general, the plots are ready to go. We'll be doing the first earlies, the very first earlies. The rocket probably the next episode. We'll be showing you, be chitting some of the potatoes. We've got the rest of the potatoes which has arrived. from King's Seed. I'm a bit disappointed actually with the seed potatoes. Rather than sending me 2 varieties, they sent me 1 variety. I'm not complaining really, because the variety that I want, they're very difficult to get in the first place. So I've got 2 bags of them. I'll show you all them in the next episode. Again, we're going to be putting the potatoes, but we do start off in this greenhouse here, along the front. We'll probably do about 5 pots to start off with, and the rest of them, well, we won't be putting them in until St. Patrick's Day, so I have to keep wiping my nose. I'm full of the lurgy. So that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope you enjoyed having a look at the Dahlias. And yeah, this Dahlia here is absolutely wonderful, folks. Decorative Jamaica, beautiful Dahlia. But then again, the Misty Day, Decorative Misty Day, is my favourite of all. Beautiful, aren't they? So they're probably the 2 Dahlias that I'm going to really enjoy watching come up this year. And we'll be taking cuttings from both of these, so watch this space. See you all in the next one, guys. Thanks for subscribing and hitting the old like button. And I love all your comments as always. I try to answer them as many as I can. So I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now. Go and get a lem sip, I think. That's a wrap.